अगर आप सोशल मीडिया पे कंटेंट बनाते हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है कि हर एक इंसान को आप खुश नहीं कर सकते। बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जो आपके कंटेंट से सहमत नहीं हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जो आपके चेहरे से ही घिन खाते हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जो आपको देखना या सुनना ही नहीं चाहते हैं, एंड दैट विल जनरेट अ फेयर बिट ऑफ हेट, अ फेयर बिट ऑफ ट्रोलिंग। लेकिन वो कहीं ना कहीं बैलेंस भी हो जाता है। द रीजन आई हैवंट स्पोकन अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दिस एवर इज बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो ऑन अ डेली बेसिस इतने खूबसूरत से ईमेल्स लिखते हैं, मैसेजेस लिखते हैं ऑन हाउ द कंटेंट इज हेल्पिंग देम, कि अगर मुझे कभी भी ऐसा लगे कि यार क्यों है ये लोग जो मुझसे नफरत करते हैं, आई गो बैक टू दैट फोल्डर एंड जस्ट कन्विंस माई सेल्फ दैट आई एम ऑन द राइट पाथ। लेकिन आज मैं एक बहुत डिफरेंट वीडियो के रूप में आप सबके साथ वो सारे कमेंट्स या ट्रोल्स शेयर करना चाहता हूं जो मैंने पिछले 2-3 सालों में रिसीव किए हैं, एंड जस्ट माय रिएक्शंस टू देम बिकॉज आई फाइंड देम जेन्युइनली फनी, अम्यूजिंग एंड नॉट एट ऑल हेटफुल, बिकॉज एक लेवल ऑफ मैच्योरिटी, एक लेवल ऑफ समता आ गई है जिंदगी में, थैंकफुली। Maybe because of my age, maybe because of my experience, but whatever is it, these are mean tweets about Warikoo. पहला, ये 23 फरवरी 2019 का एक ट्वीट है। दिस वाज अराउंड द टाइम जब मैंने नियर बाय छोड़ने का थोड़ा बहुत फैसला ले लिया था। मैंने इवेंचुअली नियर बाय आई थिंक अक्टूबर 2019 में छोड़ा, बट देयर वाज सम न्यूज ऑफ मी thinking of leaving and so on. तो किसी ने ट्वीट किया था, nearby is shutting down. Warikoo has made his money and has fired all his top management. Salary is pending for junior staff. None of which is true. I wish I made money from nearby, but I never made any money from nearby. Not as yet. I didn't fire any of my senior staff or nothing whatsoever. वो सारे चलते रहे और बरकरार रहे. I stepped down as the CEO. So if anything, I fired my own self in October of 2019 and then started this entire content creation journey. उसी के चलते इसी ट्वीट को रिप्लाई करते हुए एक आया था, वारिकू मेड मोर मनी बाय कंडक्टिंग गेस्ट लेक्चर्स एंड ज्ञान टॉक्स इन एवरी वेडिंग, मुंडन एंड भजन, नियर बाय वाज द साइड बिजनेस। आई डोंट इवन, मतलब ये पढ़ के तो नेचुरली हंसी आएगी, बिकॉज I was giving talks, I was spending a fair bit of time in dealing with corporates and startups, in college events and so on, but there was just so much love that I had for Nearby. But the best thing I had done was set up a team जहां मेरी जरूरत Nearby को उतनी नहीं थी जितनी की मुझे Nearby की जरूरत थी. A recent tweet that came in, अंकुर वारिकू टाइमलाइन पे सबको गिफ्ट दिए जा रहा है, क्या स्कैम है ये? I read someone getting a mixer from him. WTF. I do give a lot of gifts away. कोई बेसिस और कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं होता है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु थिंक कि मैं ट्विटर पे गिव अवेज देता हूं टू गेट फॉलोअर्स, बट आई नेवर इनकरेज और आस्क एनीवन टू फॉलो मी. इनफैक्ट कोई भी मैं चेक भी नहीं करता कि उन्होंने मुझे फॉलो किया है कि नहीं. यूट्यूब पे हम गिव अवेज देते रहते हैं एंड देयर आर सो मेनी ऑफ देम दैट्स गिवन आउट. My biggest and most precious giveaway that I've given is all the affiliate income that I get in a year. Uska 100% goes towards the sponsorship of kids for their higher education. So yes, I have given mixers. I've actually given away some very frivolous things, but there is joy in giving, and that's why I've done that. Isko main change nahi karunga. One email that I got recently. Dude Ankur, how can I help you? Question mark. This is all that you reply to people. Instead of giving gyan on social media, be courageous and solve some real problems. Nearby was a flop, my friend. This is not a hate mail. This is a wake-up call for all the modern Gyani Babajis like you. I don't know what to say to this. The truth is, it's actually one of my favorite questions to ask. How can I help you? Because it is crazy how many people do not know where they need help. तो इतने सारे लोग लिखते हैं ना कि can you help me, can you help me, and I ask them again, where is it specifically that I can help you? And it is ridiculous how many people do not know the answer to that question. थोड़ा सा philosophical हो गया, but you get the point. I find it incredibly fascinating and hilarious that Ankur Warikoo has probably, bracket में definitely, made more money talking about startups than actually running a startup. काफी हद तक सच है. This is actually not true. This is true life. I didn't make any money from running a startup. Nearby में मेरा पूरा और पूरा जो wealth है वो अभी भी Nearby की equity में attached है. I didn't make money. I have now finally begun to make money in my life, and that is through my courses, one of which is about startups, and there is genuinely the most fulfilling activity that I can do, because I believe कि जितनी भी मैंने गलतियां करी हैं पिछले 12 साल में स्टार्टअप चला चला के, अगर मैं लोगों को उन गलतियों के बारे में बता पाऊं and through that help them not make the same mistakes, I consider myself and my experience very worthy. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो मेरे ऐड देख देख के परेशान हो चुके हैं, बट कुछ लोग हैं जो इतने परेशान हो चुके हैं that they are reacting this way. तेरे ग्रोथ की माँ की, and to all of them, yes, one, I'm sorry you see so many of my ads. I wish I could control them. I kid you not, मेरे पास जरिया नहीं है कंट्रोल करने का, because I can't manage how many people get to see how many ads and how many times. I can do it at a campaign level, but not at an account level. But even if that is the case, I don't think there is anything that has gone so wrong in your life to be abusing someone for doing this. I would never do that. I would not want anybody of you to feel that same way. चाहे वो मेरे ad हो, चाहे वो किसी और ब्रांड के ad हो, उन ads की वजह से ही शायद वो प्लेटफॉर्म आपके लिए फ्री है. I'm not trying to explain what I do. I'm trying, hopefully, for you to see how that change of perspective can perhaps help you. Warikoo's content is good and definitely helpful. Ooh. But he somehow comes across as very plastic or fake. Maybe that's the reason he gets hate. I'm not sure if his talking style off camera is similar to his real life. You know, that's the best part about me. आप मुझे मॉल में मिलेंगे, आप मुझे YouTube के वीडियो में मिलेंगे, आप मुझे असली जिंदगी में कहीं भी मिलेंगे. I'm exactly the same person. I do not have to put up any facade, and that's the best thing about me, because I am living my own self on a daily basis. I agree, Professor Warikoo comes across as someone who's two-faced and fake person. I wish you knew me, but that's perfectly fine. I don't expect you to know me, and I nearly don't expect you to have the right opinion about me because you don't know me. But the thing is, I am exactly the way I am. This was another one that had come for that. How to ban Ankur Warikoo from the internet? I am so glad you don't own the internet, because you can't ban me. I can't ban you either. So you're free to think what you want to think. I'm free to create the content that I can create. We both live happily ever after. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry for breaking your heart. Okay. Hey, Warikoo. I'm totally fed up of you and this YouTube showing me these gay lookalike ads again and again. Yeah, I'm wasting my time by writing you this email. Thank you for writing it nonetheless. No issues, but at least don't say me that I'm wasting my time, that too repeatedly every day. This is in reference to the time management ad जो मैं चलाता हूँ. Seriously, man, what do you know about me? Just focus on your ad again. It's content. I'm working more than 18 hours a day. I appreciate that you have a hard life. I respect the fact that the ad may not work for you. I'm sorry, I couldn't plan it any better. Again, thanks for sending that feedback. Thanks for taking out time to share that email. I wish you hadn't sent it through an anonymous number, because then I would have at least had a chance to reply. Guess what? He's already launched a paid course to create a successful YouTube channel, which is, by the way, wrong, but nonetheless. Nowadays, he's busy promoting his soon-to-be launched book. I'm sure even this book will be a regurgitation of the crap he talks about. This guy seriously needs to stop for the greater good, because all that he does is reads and refers to good and popular books and rehashes the same content in his own words, fooling people in thinking that he's a great life-changing guy. I wish I thought about myself the way that you think about me. I don't think I'm a life-changing guy. I genuinely feel so blessed that I am just doing what I would normally do in my normal life, which is speak about my experiences, hope somebody is listening, hope somebody can learn from it. And I now have a following where people appreciate whatever is it that I'm sharing. But I don't take myself seriously, man. I really do not take myself seriously. And my team will testify for that, because I'm making fun of myself. I am constantly saying that this is such a position of privilege and gratitude, जहां इतने सारे लोग हैं जो हमें सुन रहे हैं, इतने सारे लोग हैं जो अपना कीमती वक्त हमारे कंटेंट पे बताते हैं. It is just a privilege and a sense of gratitude that I feel, nothing else. I do have a book. It did come out. It did do well, and I'm just glad that people received it that way. But I don't know. I just think that he's a pretentious piece of. a spoilt brat from a privileged background who just got lucky copying some foreign business model and now goes around giving gyan like he knows life inside out. I watched his morning routine video and gosh, the pretentiousness was annoying as you was my immediate thought. And all the gyan he keeps giving about investment, how does one follow your passion? सब कुछ छोड़ के अभी स्टार्टअप करो etc etc. अबे तेरे जैसे ही लोगों के कारण आज का यूथ इतना गुमराह है. And this pretentious, he's so damn annoying. This guy is really, really mad at me. I don't know ये Reddit पे था, but my apologies, man. If I'm provoking so many emotions in you, I must be doing something that is not working out for you. One, I'm not from a privileged background. I did not see money from the longest time until 2 years back in my life. And that's a true. I wish I was spoiled, but I don't know if I was. I don't know if I wish I was spoiled, but I know what it is to be spoiled because I had people around me who were. And trust me when I say this, I'm nowhere close to that. But the fact is, this is how I come across to you, and that must be telling something. So the way that I process this kind of feedback is, what is it in my conduct that is making people to even say these things? Like, this is fairly intense. This is fairly intense. तो अगर कोई इंसान अपना वक्त निकाल के अपने इमोशंस को इतने गहराई से शेयर करते हुए, वो भी पब्लिकली मेरे बारे में कुछ बयां कर रहा है, कुछ तो ऐसा कर ही रहा होगा जिसको इसने प्रोवोक किया है. जैसे इसने मॉर्निंग रूटीन के बारे में बताया, तो आई एक्चुअली वेंट एंड सॉ दैट वीडियो एंड आई रियलाइज कि वो जो वीडियो मैंने शूट किया था ना, it did come across like I was in command, as if I was the one who knew it all. And that's true because मेरे लिए वो morning routine ना एक life hack है that I find very few people going to and following. So I feel that I have discovered something which is so fundamental and yet so powerful that I feel I wish more people knew of that. बस that's the only feeling. But I do recognize कि उस वीडियो में मैंने जिस ढंग से बोला, ऐसा लगा कि मुझे सब कुछ पता है बच्चा लोगों, तुम अभी सिर्फ बच्चे हो, तुम जिंदगी सिर्फ जीना सीख रहे हो, मैं जी चुका हूं, तुम मेरी बातें सुनो क्योंकि अगर मेरी बातें सुनोगे तुम्हारा जीवन धन्य हो जाएगा. And I'm sorry that came across, but that was it is. Unsubscribe Warikoo. ज्यादा ज्ञान नहीं एंटरटेनमेंट होता है. ज्यादा ज्ञान नहीं एंटरटेनमेंट होता है. एंड आई गेट दैट. मैं बहुत सारी चीजें डेली बेसिस पे शेयर करता रहता हूं. बहुत लोगों के लिए वो ज्ञान ना बनते हुए एंटरटेनमेंट एनॉयंस बन जाता है. बट आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग टू डू दैट. यू आर ऑलवेज फ्री नॉट टू फॉलो. Finally purchased a YouTube premium subscription just to stop listening to Ankur Warikoo giving gyan. Well, you're welcome at YouTube. I hope that you like the money coming in because of me, and I hope that this makes you happy. बहुत थोड़े से off the larger trolls and hate things that I keep getting, as you would have figured, ये सारी चीजें मुझे affect नहीं करती हैं, and it's very important to ask why, which is what I want you to reflect on. आप लोग इस ऐसे सोशल मीडिया की जनरेशन में पले बढ़ रहे हैं जहां हर रोज आपको कोई ना कोई कुछ भी बोल के निकल सकता है, एंड आपको सिर्फ जो रेजिडुअल इमोशंस हैं उनके साथ डील करना पड़ेगा. आपको कभी पता नहीं चलेगा कौन था वो इंसान, क्या उसके आपकी तरफ दुश्मनी थी, क्या भावनाएं थी. नथिंग व्हाटसोएवर. इट्स कंप्लीटली एनोनिमस, एंड द ओनली वे टू डील विद दिस is to keep reminding yourself कि अगर कोई भी ऐसा इंसान है जिससे आप जिंदगी में हेल्प या राय नहीं मांगेंगे, तो उसके कुछ भी कहने से आप कभी भी प्रभावित नहीं होंगे. If there's anybody that you will never approach for life advice, then you will never ever react to whatever that person is saying. When you bring that awareness inside of you, you realize कि बहुत 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 ही कम लोग हैं जिंदगी में जिनके कुछ भी कहने से आपको फर्क पड़ना चाहिए. And that will be your immediate family, your closest friends, and you yourself. If you know your own self, if you are completely in love with your own self, trust me, कोई भी शख्स नहीं है जो आपको छू भी सकता है. On that note, Ankur Warikoo signing off. Hey everyone, my first ever book is now ready. Do Epic Shit is now available for pre-order. It would mean the world to me if you pre-ordered this right now. Your love and support means so much to me.